What is going on today, guys? Here we are at Sauble Beach to have some fun in the sun. So this is going to be an exciting weekend. It should be raining all weekend. So we got some Beyond Steak for some Philly cheesesteaks, and we got the famous Misteak.
It's a mistake.
So just a little quick intro. We're not going to go down to the beach right now. We're going to go to our campsite, Sauble Falls Provincial Park, and get everything set up and get ready for dinner. All right, let's check it out. Okay, we did make it to our site. Here it is. Doesn't look too good. It's kind of compact. Okay, we got ourselves a fire pit. And we have ourselves a picnic table. So it's a good start. It's not raining. We're gonna get this stuff set up and we'll see you in a few minutes. So the river is pretty full this time of year. I imagine in the summer, there'd be a little less water in it. Okay, so we got a fire going. We're almost getting there. Still got a few more things to do, and then we're gonna try out some Philly cheesesteaks, so we'll see how that goes. Trying out Beyond Steak for the first time. So it has been raining all morning. Fire pit's a little bit damp, so we're gonna have to get some coals going. Okay, we're gonna let that cook down for a bit, nice and soft. Then we're gonna put it aside, get some Beyond Steak on there, and then get her on the buns and heat her up on the fire, I hope. All right, so we got some Beyond Steak here. It's actually not in grocery stores yet, so we had to pick this up at a plant-based market that orders it direct in bulk and repackages it. We got this from Coven Plant-Based Market in KW. There's also one located in Hamilton. So we're gonna try these guys out and see what we got.
It's what I got.
Okay, so we'll let that brown up for a few minutes and then see what we got. I've never cooked this stuff before, so I really don't know, but I imagine you just give her about 5 or 10 minutes and it should be good. I think it's already pre-cooked anyways. And it's not actually real steak, so nothing to worry about. And then we're just gonna throw them on a bun, wrap them up in foil, and throw them on the fire. And oh yeah, we gotta throw some plant-based cheese in that too. So this is Beyond Steak. I don't know if you can see it. Feels kind of squishy. I'm gonna try a bite. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit squishy, so it might be good on the Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, I know it's doable. It has a bit of that steaky taste to it. Okay, not too sure what's going on here. I'm not really a Philly cheesesteak kind of guy. And it's namely because I don't come from Philadelphia. Let it heat up a bit, get the bun nice and soft, get everything hot again, and hopefully everything's kind of melted together and it's a tasty treat. So let's hope for the best. I don't want to get it too close to the fire, so I don't want it to burn, but I do want it to stay nice and hot. So ideally I would want these in an oven if I was cooking them at home, but I don't have the option right now, so we're just gonna go on the fire and, you know, maybe flip it around once or twice. Actually looking pretty good. Okay, I'm really hungry here, so I'm just gonna rip it apart and see what happens. It's gonna be good either way. So there you go, Philly cheesesteak on the fire. Looks real good, and I'm sure it's gonna taste real good. We'll find out in 1 second. Boy, look at that, eh? That's delicious. It's not overly hot, so I definitely screwed that up. But I'm so hungry right now. So we're just gonna plow it back. We're all done for the night. We're gonna wrap things up, maybe get a little fire going, and crawl into our tent and get the heat going, and wait for the morning, see what happens. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit clearer, but it is forecasted for rain, so we may have to make some adjustments. Okay guys, a little bit early. We got up around 6 o'clock. We're gonna whip up a quick breakfast and see what goes on for the day. It's supposed to rain up until about noon, I think. So we might take a little trip in the car. At any rate, let's get some breakfast going before it rains and see what happens. All right, so we're all tarped up here and we got our just egg. So I'm not too sure how to do this. I think I'm just gonna scramble it and cook the veggies on the side and then kind of dump everything into the bun afterwards. So it's the first time for everything, so we'll see how this goes. Just some key knowledge for you. Instant coffee is very acidic, so if you do happen to make instant coffee, just make sure you let it cool down a little bit before you add your creamer, if you do add creamer. That way it won't curdle on you and it'll be good to drink. Okay, I think that's pretty close, so we're going to take those off and try the liquid egg now. Give her a shake. All right, let's see how this reacts. Don't worry about the little bits in there, they're just leftover onion. Okay, I guess I'm just going to treat this like a real egg. Well, it kind of looks like real egg. Okay, we're gonna get a little cheese in there since we got some extra cheese. Okay, so we're just gonna let that warm up a bit, get the eggs cooked through a little bit more, and we'll check it out. Here we go, just egg, sort of Western. Maybe we'll call it an Eastern. So there you have it, just egg Western. Frying pan's a real mess. Gonna be fun cleaning that one out. So I will say it's pretty decent, but I think in the future, I'm probably just gonna stick to the regular just egg patty. It's a lot easier to work with. This is kind of messy. But yeah, with the peppers and cheese and everything, it's still a pretty good sandwich. It should be raining for most of the morning, so we're gonna kill some time, take a little drive to Tobermory. Okay, we're just gonna take a walk down to Sauble Falls, see what's going on here. Looks pretty intense. So being spring, I imagine this is running a little bit harder than it would in the middle of summer. So you have to be careful around this one. These are some pretty heavy duty rapids. So stick around, because later in the episode, I'm going to be taking a canoe down here. Should be interesting. Okay, that's about it. A few fishermen down there. Don't really want to disturb them, so we're going to head back up, take a car ride. Hey, we're just making a little stop at this stop off here on the way to Tobermory. Nice little pier out here, so I'm going to take a little walk and check it out. Always nice when it's raining, springtime, not many people around, so it's the best time to take a vacation. So you will notice something about the water around here. It's very, very clear. You can actually see maybe 40-50 feet down to the bottom. And in Tobermory, they have glass bottom boats to check all the shipwrecks out. So yeah, really nice water out here, but it's very cold. So when you get up to Tobermory, it can get very chilly. Not too sure if people swim here, but if it was summer, I would probably give it a go. So that's all she wrote. We're gonna head back in the car, get warmed up. It's raining actually a little bit hard right now, and head off to Tobermory. So it looks like this is a fishing pier. In that case, maybe swimming's not such a good idea. Okay, we did make it to Tobermory. It's pretty dead around here. I don't think the ferry is running. We're gonna try to find a spot to take a nice picture by the water and check out the town a little bit more. Okay, we're just in downtown Tobermory here, checking out all the glass bottom boats and the tour boats. Pretty interesting place. Not too sure if we're gonna get a good photo of the lake. The big lake they call Gitchigoonie. It's actually a song by Gordon Lightfoot. And if you haven't listened to Gordon Lightfoot, you haven't lived. Okay, we got a Foodland in Tobermory, so we're just gonna go see what they got there. So it looks like we got some Eve's products here, which is kind of nice. Okay, we do have some silk products here, and quite a bit actually. So we do have some sporadic plant-based items, not too bad of a selection. Here we go. Well, they got vegan Jamaican patties. So I found the Beyond Burger section. Pretty good selection here, actually, for way up north. Turtle Crossing?
Yeah.
The heck kind of
They
flavor?
also have so delicious bars.
Oh, wow. Want to get those?
Yeah.
This is our lunch. I'm actually surprised at the selection here. This is really good. Except the stuff seems to be all over the place. All right, so that's our Foodland in Tobermory. Pretty good place. I would highly recommend it if you come up here. You really don't need to go anywhere else. You can come up here without food and survive and thrive. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, and you know, the stuff is kind of all over the place, so you have to go hunting for it. It's not all in one section, but pretty good store. 2 thumbs up to Foodland. Okay, we're just going to check out the Big Tub Lighthouse and see what's going on there. So as you can see, this place is full of limestone. It's the escarpment, basically where it ends and where the Bruce Trail ends. So this is the big lake called Gitchigoonie, and somewhere out there is the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The legged sail never gives up, it did.
And a lot of other wrecks too. Okay, so that's it. That's enough of Tobermory for us. Gonna head back to Sauble Falls and cook up some dinner. Okay guys, still raining hard, so we're gonna get a fire going. Well, we already got a fire going. So we're gonna let some coals simmer down, and then we're gonna try cooking some Misteak.
It's a mistake.
And we got another surprise too, so stay tuned. Middletons vegan seitan ribs. And if you don't know Jack Middleton, he's a chef from Burlington. I've had his ribs before, they're pretty good, but we're gonna give him another shot. Maybe he changed the recipe a little bit. We don't know, but I think it's mostly vital wheat gluten and jackfruit in here. So we'll give him a shot. We'll dump some barbecue sauce all over it and have a blast. It's looking pretty good. We're almost ready to throw on the Misteak, the main event of the night. And this one really raises my curiosity because I'd really like to see how this compares to real steak. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, they do definitely look a little bit different than what's on the package. So not overly what I expected, but we'll cook them up and maybe the color will change a little bit. I do see a little bit of that white in there, but it's not as prevalent as what the picture looks like on the package. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that beyond smell going on. So now we're going to find out if this really was a mistake. Okay, so that's our Middleton ribs done, looking pretty good. And I'm not too sure about these Misteaks. I'm gonna let them cook maybe 5 more minutes. So I think that's pretty good right here. We're gonna try that out. Wow. This one set of asparagus really got well done. Okay, we'll split that up. Take the good with the bad. And mushrooms. So that's it, a meal fit for a king. Anyway, so you can see on the inside, it kind of has that white showing. You know, the fatty part from a steak that's really not that good for you. So let's give her a taste and see what happens. And Jack's ribs are actually pretty good. You gotta check them out one time. Okay, it looks like the rain has stopped. Everything's good again. Delicious dinner we had. I probably wouldn't buy the Misteak again. I wouldn't have called it a mistake. I'd probably just call it a bad decision. But the Jack's ribs are actually pretty good. So if you get a chance to grab some Jack's ribs or Jack Middleton's ribs, do so. They're very tasty and they have quite a decent, interesting texture. Okay, so almost done for the weekend. So it looks like the sun did come out after all. All right, not too much to see here, just the beach. So we're heading back. Gonna try to find a coffee, I think, around here somewhere. And in case you're interested, no Tim Hortons here. Okay, we got some time to kill. We're gonna check out this Valumart here in Sauble Beach and see what they got. Okay, we do have a few things here, not as much as the Foodland, but a couple items if you're really stuck. Okay, we got ourselves some Beyond products, PC products. Plant-based Haagen-Dazs too, you don't see that too often. All right, we're almost getting into the evening, and one more thing to do. We're going to prepare some overnight oats for tomorrow morning. We don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. It might be a little bit rainy, but it might be sunny. At any rate, everything's going to be a mess and muddy, so it's going to be a bit of a shit show, so to speak. So we'll do some overnight oats, getting prepared, and it'll be a quick and easy breakfast. So we got some oats in here, chia seeds. Get some blueberries in there, some antioxidants. You can also do raisins, do a raisin and cinnamon type, and a little bit of oat milk. Okay, so we put that in the cooler, let it sit, and it's going to be ready in the morning for us. Already nice and soft. Okay, we're going to wind things down for the night and see what happens in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Sunday morning, early, nice and bright out. Looks like the weather has changed for the better. Just gonna have some coffee, some quick overnight oats, pack everything up, and then head out of here. Even though the whole weekend did forecast for rain, it was a pretty decent weekend, so we made the best of it. So Sauble Falls Provincial Park, it's not a bad park. It's a little bit tight, especially in the electrical area. We did cruise by some of the tent areas, and they were actually pretty nice. So if we do come back here, we may definitely choose a tent area, non-electrical. The sites seem to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more secluded. Okay guys, looks like it's going to be a really nice day, but unfortunately we have to head home. We're going to eat our overnight oats in a few minutes, and then we're going to cruise home and call it another weekend. Next trip will be Inverhuron, coming up in a few weeks, so stay tuned and check that out. Okay, so we have our overnight oats here. They've settled for the night and are ready to eat. They look a little weird and gross, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious, especially with the blueberries in there. All right, let's give this a shot. Not bad. It is cold, so you can actually heat this stuff up again if you like, if you don't like cold food, but it's a great way to enjoy a quick breakfast if you need to get going in the morning. That's it for the weekend, guys. Site's clear. It's like nobody was even here. It's okay. Okay, that's the trash. We're out of here.